Hi, good morning students. This is Hasna Sukla and today in class 12 I am going to discuss uh, the chapter application of derivative and topic is maxima minima. Topic is maxima and minima. Okay, maxima and minima. So in this topic we shall discuss where the function is maximum and minimum. First of all, we see a function have so many maxima and minima. Suppose this is a function. So there are so many maxima and minima. See there, this is minima, this is maxima, this is maxima, this is maxima, this is minima. So a particular function has so many maxima and minima. Here this is minima, this is minima, this is maxima, this is maxima, this is maxima. So we shall discuss the local maxima and local minima, and what is the concept of local maxima and local minima, or maxima or minima. If we discuss at a point, then this is local maxima or minima. But if you see the whole function, then this is the maximum. That means there is no point boundaries of which is the maximum. So this is the maxima. So there are so many tests. So first of all we define what is maxima and what is minima. Then we see the derivative test. Okay. So suppose we consider x is equals to a, x dash, y dash, origin. So this is the minima. So suppose x is equals to a. So you see the value of function at x is equals to a is minimum. That means at particular point, if you see the value of the function fa, this is the greater than a plus h, a minus h. Suppose this is h. H is a very small quantity, greater than 0. So h greater than 0, h is a very small quantity. Okay, so you see fa, the value of fa is minimum with the a plus h, and this is less than fa minus h. मतलब अपने लेफ्ट और राइट सब में क्या है, सबसे छोटा है. This is, we can say, that's why we can say at x is equal to a, fa is minimum, fx is minimum and fa is the minimum value. तो जब भी कभी मिनिमा का कॉन्सेप्ट होता है तो उसमें क्या होता है, fa, that means at that particular point x equal to a or x equal to c, the value of the function is minimum. That means less than their neighborhood at fa plus h and fa minus h. So see here, fa is less than fa plus h and fa is less than fa minus h. अपने small neighborhood में वो सबसे छोटा होता है. Similarly, for maxima, if you see the maxima, then suppose this is the point of maxima, x is equals to a is a or b, you suppose, because a you already taken. So you see in a small neighborhood this fb is greater than from each value. This is b plus h, this is b minus h. So fb is greater than fb plus h and greater than f of b minus. So this fb is known as maximum value of function at x is equal to b is maximum, that is fb is a maximum value. And you see fb is nothing but greater than fb plus h and fb minus h. That means in small neighborhood this is greater than 0, fb plus h or fb minus h. So next you see condition for maxima and minima. Okay, so see, now we are going to see condition of finding maxima and minima. Condition for finding maxima and minima, there are two tests, first order derivative test and second order derivative test. So first of all we see the necessary and sufficient condition, that means second order derivative test. So condition for finding maxima and minima. For finding maxima and minima. Okay, if you see, let y is equals to fx be a function, then you see dy by for maxima and minima, dy by dx is equals to 0. Okay, from this we get critical point at x is equals to x1, x2, x3, whatever. Now this is the necessary condition. And what is sufficient condition? Sufficient condition is d2y over dx2. We find d2y over dx2 at x is equals to c, that means critical point. If it is greater than 0, that means positive, then the given point is point of minima, and at that point the value of the function is minimum value of the function. Similarly, if d2y over dx2, this is less than 0, that means negative, then at x is equal to c, then x is equal to c is the point of maxima, and the value of the function at that particular point is known as maximum value of the function. So note it down. And then first order derivative test. And one more point also, if you see d2y over dx2 is equals to 0 at x is equal to c, then x is equal to c is neither point of maxima and not point of minima. That means test fails. So I hope you have completed this one. Now first order derivative test, that is first order derivative test. First order derivative test. Okay. So in this first order derivative test, if dy by dx x less than 0, a or c, whatever point you consider, is greater than 0, x less than a but dy by dx is greater than 0, okay, then in this condition sign of dy by dx it changes from positive to negative, okay, and dy by dx is x greater than 0 is less than 0, that is the sign of dy by dx changes from positive to negative. Positive to negative. Okay. So then x is equals to a is the point of local maxima. Then x is equal to a is the point of local maxima. In question we will clear that what it is. Okay. First we find dy by dx, f dash is equal to 0, and now there are 2 points x equal to 1 point x equal to a. So we see at x is equal to a minus h, if dy by dx is greater than 0 and x is equals to a plus h, dy by dx is less than 0, then we can say the dy by dx changes its sign from positive to negative. In this case, this is the point of local maxima. Okay, now next is, suppose this is less than 0 at x less than a, and this is greater than 0 as x greater than a, that is sign of dy by dx changes from negative to positive, then x is equal to a is the point of local minima. Okay. So note it down. So I hope you are completed. Now first we see the questions based on first order derivative test, then second order derivative. So write down a question. Find the value of x find the value of x for which the function, question is find the value of x for which the function x cube, the function x cube minus 3x plus 4 is a maximum or minimum, is a maximum or minimum. So first we see it by first order derivative test. We apply first order derivative test. Okay, first order derivative test. So first of all, fx is equals to what? X cube minus 3x plus 4. So f dash x is what? 3x square minus 3 for maxima, minima. Maxima and minima. F dash x is equal to 0. That means 3 times x square minus 1 is equal to 0. So x square minus 1 is equal to 0. X is equal to plus 1 minus 1. So there are 2 points. First is 1 and second is minus 1. So at both the point we have to check either this is maxima or minima. Okay. So see, we use wavy curve method here. There are 2 points. So we write here. See, x is equals to 1 and minus 1 is the point. So this is minus 1 and this is plus 1. And you know f dash x, that means 3 times x square minus 1, that means x plus 1, x minus 1, and this is 3 times. So there are 2 values from this. X is equal to 1 and power is odd, so this is positive. And then after 1, x is equal to minus 1. Okay, so sign is changed, positive, negative, and then this is positive. So you see f dash x, this is f dash x, and if you see x is equal to minus 1, then it changes sign from positive to negative, positive to negative, because this is negative, positive to negative, and at x is equal to 1, this is negative to positive. Okay, so if sign is changes from positive to negative, then this is the point of maxima. So from above it is clear, x is equals to minus 1 is point of maxima and x is equal to 1 is point of minima. Why? Because of this is positive to negative at x is equal to minus 1 and negative to positive at x is equal to plus 1. Understood? Now, second method, the second order derivative test, if you see, then we have the same procedure, only we find d2y over dx2. So already we have find dy by dx. So now d2y over dx2, that means f double dash x. This is nothing but 3x square, then 6x, and minus 3 is there. 6x this is, and if differentiate, then 3 is 0. Now f double dash x at x is equal to minus 1, then it is negative, which is less than 0. So according to condition, x is equal to minus 1 is point of maxima. Similarly, if you see f double dash 1, this is plus 6 greater than 0. So x is equals to 1 is point of minimum. Okay, so this is the whole solution about this question, and we will see two tests, first order derivative test and second order derivative test. So in first order derivative, what we have to do in this question you already see. So please try to understand and solve more questions based on this. Thank you.